Hello and welcome to my channel, GreenLion Goddess Tarot. The Hermit just jumped out before I even got a chance to say hello. So this is a reading for the 23rd of January. Let's see, the Hermit is doing a little bit of thinking, analysing, soul-searching perhaps, about money or the King of Pentacles potentially. What's going on with finances, world economies, things like that can come through. Four of Pentacles, the King of Cups. Yeah, lots of stuff coming in around money, actually, around saving money, long-term plans for money, managing money, a lot of stuff coming in around that. We've got the two Kings, so we might be looking at things like budget as well. Oh, now we've got the Ace of Cups. Okay, so money and relationships. Let's see, we have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely might be thinking about having a very deep think about your financial and work situation, and that the Five of Pentacles feels like, yeah, it feels very much like something, this is where something's not resonating for you or not working for you, or you're worried about money, there's not enough money, or you're worried about money and having a big think about it because it feels almost like there's money going elsewhere to other people or other things, and maybe you're not going to be included in that, or it's going to negatively affect you in some way. So it may be you're thinking about savings, or you're thinking about how to hold on to your money or get yourself in a better position, or having to be careful with resources in some way. This King of Cups and the King of Pentacles, both of those kings, the Taurus and Scorpio kings, which are the money axes, Scorpio and Taurus, both very good at working with money. So interestingly, this King of Cups is next to this Ace of Cups, which is, it's interesting because here the King of Pentacles is next to the Pentacles, the King of Cups is next to the Cups, and it's like they're both thinking about different things or approaching the situation in a different way. So if you've got a partnership, it may be that you're both responding to it in a different way, or these might just be different parts of you. So this King of Cups energy is going, how can I have a new emotional beginning? How can I, that is related to feeling like I belong and feeling like some abundance or resources can come to me, that it's not going out, or I'm not struggling with it anymore, or I'm not seeing it going to other people instead and left out in the cold a little bit. How can I work with this, manage this, so that it doesn't feel like there's this frozen energy of funds being frozen, or emotions being frozen, or being frozen out in some way? Feeling like I want to defrost that. I want to manage that so that I'm not going into this deep analysis, but perhaps I can make some practical changes by trusting my feeling as well. So yeah, it's a sense that there could, well, there is analysis here with the Hermit, deep analysis here of, say, financial markets, world economy trends, what's happening in terms of maybe currencies as well. There's stuff around currencies coming in. You know, the value of your dollar and things like that, how that's going to affect the cost of living or your income or your daily expenses. There's stuff coming in around budgets. There's a sense of, do I have to make changes to my workplace because of what could be happening with the economy? And it could be a sense of, you know, there's something that other people are getting that I'm not getting, and it feels like it's almost like I need to protect myself or course correct so that I can not be in a position where I will get hurt or damaged financially. So it almost feels like a, what's the word, like self-protective, but also preventative is the word I'm trying to come up with. Almost like looking at it like a preventative thing, like how can I, almost looking to the future, going, I can foresee that something might be coming in, or I can foresee that there's issues here in finances, and how can I circumvent that, or how can I do something that will stabilize my position and keep it in so that I can be feeling okay about it. So there might be a sense of wanting to feel better about it, wanting to feel like there's an abundant new direction for you, or a way to at least be feeling like there is a place for you to be feeling abundant in stability in terms of working with that. So it feels very much like you potentially seeing how things could go, or maybe already heading in that direction, or maybe they are that way for you. And there's an opportunity here to change that story in some way. But it requires this kind of deep analysis, and potentially a plan is forming here. But this feels more like I don't feel like the plan is there. It's more like I'm just looking at it, feeling my way through it, and seeing how I feel. So that's the feeling. Maybe you don't come to any great conclusions yet, but yet there's something rumbling in there that it's like, oh, I have to think about this, or I have to take a look at this, or I have to do maybe a bit of soul searching about this. Now, for some of you as well, there are relationship stuff coming up around this as well. Mostly it wants to stabilize an energy. So if there's joint finances here, there could be stuff about joint resources or joint finances coming up. And this matters whether you are in a relationship or not, because if you're single, you don't have the joint finance. But if you are in a relationship, then you might. And either way, you might be looking at yourself going, is it just me? Am I on my own? How am I going to survive? What am I doing here? How am I going to live? Am I going to look for a partner, or do I want a partner? Do I even want a partner, or am I happy on my own? The Hermit is about looking further ahead, so it could be looking at things like retirement plans, or where you want to be older when you're older, like it's an older energy. So it feels very much like, where do I want to be in 5, 10, 15 years time? Am I going to be happy being on my own, or am I looking for have somebody that I can be with, and we can share everything? All of this kind of quite, this is all the things like general expenses, living, where you're living, who's paying the bills. It's all those general energies of how are you living and how abundantly are you living. And you might actually go, well, I'd prefer, it could be that maybe you're thinking about leaving a relationship, or you're in the process of that as well. And there's this big question about joint resources that's coming through. If you are in a relationship, maybe you're looking at where the direction of that is going. And so if some of you are single and happily single, as I know a lot of people are as well, maybe you're just thinking, how can I strengthen my longer term future financially? So I feel like there's just all this kind of, all those sort of ideas and thoughts are coming through, having a big think about it. I feel like something will come out of this, but it's important to have the thinking, the analyzing it, what's going on with this kind of energy, just to kind of get those deeper feelings sort of marinating, I want to say. So that is really it's about looking at where you want to head, your direction in terms of your financial future. That's something that, and that of course comes into play with when we look at relationships and joint finances and stuff like that. That comes through with this as well. Maybe you're already in a financial agreement with somebody and it's not working. That's something that you could be looking at. But just anything to do with joint finances, how a relationship is supporting you in that way as well, and also lots of themes around money and financial futures. That's the reading for the day, and it may have a kind of more of a somber or serious tone to it. Like I really need to think about this or look at this. But that's actually what's needed here. That's good because it has this sense that they want you to be kind of looking at it a little bit more seriously, or, yeah, not avoiding it in some way. So I feel like if you actually do the sitting with this and having a good look at it, it will hold you in better stead for the future. It will be a better energy for where you want to head for the future. So that's the reading for the 23rd. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments and find out what's going on for you. And follow me on Instagram. Check out the Goddess Codes course and take care. Introducing a new and exciting offering. Welcome to Goddess Codes. Over a 3-month period, we activate your energy to the new earth frequencies so your soul energy comes back into alignment. Dormant gifts and abilities come online. We clear out anything old that you no longer need, and you step into a sense of purpose. If you're looking to move on from old belief systems, if you're ready to step into your authentic power, I invite you to explore Goddess Codes and come on this journey with me.